Alright guys, welcome to today's session of Protronic C programming tutorial. I'm Daltech and you're going to learn arrays today. So before we start, please make sure you like, subscribe and share our videos to your friends. Okay, so now in the last class we talked about string terminators. You can go back and watch it if you haven't. So string terminators is just what tells C programming. This is where a string ends so that you can assign memory for each string for memory management. Okay, so now looking at uh, the string on our screen. Okay, so Protronics. Now, basically, as the computer is looking at this, it's not just seeing it as one chunk of data. Okay, it's seeing it as list of characters arranged, list of items arranged. Okay, list of items of the same data type arranged. So this is called an array. An array is defined as a list of elements of the same data type. List of elements of the same data type. So when you make a string like this, the computer doesn't just see it as a one chunk of data, it sees it as individual elements. Okay, now uh using an array allows us to do a lot of cool stuffs, and we're going to see them in our examples. Now let's go ahead and create an array using Protronics. So the first thing to do when creating an array is to tell C the type of data you're creating the array for. Okay, so for this we want to store Protronics in the array. So that means Protronics is arrangement of individual characters, so we're going to use character array. Okay, so we tell it the type of data we are creating the array for character. So the next thing to do is to give your array a name, just like you name your variables. So I'm going to name my array company. Okay, I'm going to name my array company since it's going to store Protronics. So sorry, company. So the third step that you have to take now is to type the size of your array. Okay, so uh go ahead and open the bracket next to your P, the square bracket is next to your P on your keyboard. So when you open this, the size of your array is basically the uh it's just the number of characters in your string, including white spaces and your string terminator. Okay, so let's say now in Protronics we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 characters plus the string terminators is there, but we cannot see it. And 10 characters plus the string terminator makes it 11. Okay, so let's go ahead and write 11 in our bracket. So we're bringing out 11 bytes for our character company. So after this, then we say our character is equal to Protronics. We assign Protronics to our character. So equal to Protronics. So anywhere in the program, anywhere that the compiler sees company, it will substitute Protronics. So let's just go ahead and print this so that you see what I mean. So I love, let's just say I love Protronics. So I love percentage s. Okay, so see company. Now let's go ahead and run this. So as you can see, uh let's run it again. So as you can see, we have I love percentage s company. So the program came here, it saw company, it substituted Protronics. So anyway program sees company, it substitutes Protronics. So you might be asking, why go through all this problem when you can just tell the computer to print Protronics instead of telling it print company and then it will substitute Protronics to company? So the answer to this is that array allows you to access individual characters. Okay, so there are a lot of things you can do with a list of items. Now let me show you how to access an array. Okay, so now here I've already printed company. So let's say company company. Now I want to tell you something. Arrays, the individual elements are arranged accordingly. Okay, so they start from zero. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so if you want to access their positions, so P is in position 0. Okay, R is in position 1. So if you want to access P, you have to use 0 in between the brackets. If you want to access R, you have to use 1. Okay, so let's say you want to change I to Y. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so in between here, the brackets, you put 7. So we are trying to access the element in the position 7. Okay, we are trying to access the element in the position 7. So we are saying the elements in the position 7, we want to reassign it to something else. So we want to reassign it from I to Y. So let's put Y. Okay, we are assigning it to Y. So let's go ahead and print it. So uh, we're going to see what will happen here. So in the first part, it says, I love Protronics, just according to our code. So after changing the element in the 7th position, which is I, we changed it to Y, saying, I love Protronics. I kind of like that way, Protronics. So um, that is it for this cool feature. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you, another cool feature I want to show you now is while creating an array, you don't always need to put the size. Okay, the if you create an array, okay, and define it on the same line, okay, if you create an array and define it on the same line, you don't need to put the size. Okay, so here we can just remove this 11. So what happens is that the compiler will come down. Okay, character company, it will automatically count this the number of characters in this array and then assign the value itself automatically. Okay, so that happens when you create an array, you define an array and assign a value to it on the same line. Okay, so that's the cool feature I wanted to say. So the last thing I want to show you is whenever you want to assign a new value to your array, okay, what you do is actually a little bit different uh with what we do with variables. Okay, now we want to change the value of our array, and in variables we just in variables we just let's say integer age. Integer age is equal to 12. So we can still come somewhere else in the program and say age equal to 12. Okay, so we have already reassigned it. We are okay, not 12, let's say 56. We have reassigned the value of 56 to age. Okay, that is for when you are reassigning values to variables. So in arrays it's kind of different. Okay, we use a function called strcpy. Okay, st all right, now this function will contain two pieces of information. One is the array you want to change its value. Okay, so the array that we want to change its value is oh, we have not even created the array. Okay, so let's go ahead and create an array first. Character, let's say age. Okay, let's say company. Let's continue that company. Okay, all right. So like I told you, the first thing in the function is the array name. Okay, so the name of our array is company, right? So comma. The second information in the function is the string you want to currently store in the array, the string you want to replace the former string with. Okay, so let's kind of change it to I love Tesla company. So let me, no, I love IVM innocent. So let's change it to innocent. Let's change it to innocent. So innocent. All right, so let's go ahead and print this. So I love percentage s company. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this program. So initially, as you can see, it was Protronics that we assigned to the value to the array company. Okay, so but after changing it to innocent, we printed company, and what it gave us in the output is innocent. Okay, so let's see if it's going to give us Protronics before giving us innocent. Okay, let's run this. So I said before we changed it, it gave us the initial value, which is Protronics. So but after we changed it to innocent, it had to change to innocent. So I hope we really understood this lesson, guys. So in the next lesson will be learning how to create header files. It's very important. It's very important to know how to create header files, all these processor directives. Okay, so uh please remember to subscribe, like, and do share our videos for more good contents. Okay, that's it for this class, and I'll see you in the next class.